I'm Caroline.
And I'm Olivia.
And we are your totally teenage twins, and you're watching Squared.
And something's changed.
Welcome back this week, guys. If you guys are new here, I'm Caroline.
And I'm Olivia, and we post here on Squared
every single Thursday. So for today's video, we are going to be doing something exciting that I guess you don't usually do, but we have had a lot of changes lately in our lives, so we're going to give you guys a little bit of an update. We are doing a life update. But before we get started, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up and click that subscribe button down below.
Let's get started. So, you guys might not have known, you probably didn't, but the last 6 videos here on Squared were all pre-filmed, and in the midst of all those 6 videos, we have been 2 very busy people. So, we moved. We're going to talk about where we moved from first. So we moved from Woodbridge, Virginia. We didn't really tell you guys a lot about that just because, you know, it's like just security reasons. We wanted to keep ourselves private. But now that we're there, it's okay.
So yeah, Woodbridge was about 45 minutes to an hour, I guess an hour and a half, depending on traffic, to DC. So we went down to DC a lot and did sightseeing. So we aren't actually from DC, like we didn't live in a city. But if those of you guys who are around there, it's like Northern Virginia, and there's probably like
pretty big
15
suburb.
different cities, it seems like, all lined up that can be really close to DC, that a lot of times people working in the Pentagon and government people, they like commute down, so they have an hour drive and they do busing or they carpool and that sort of thing.
It's a big
so
thing.
it was just good for families to live out and not be super in the city, so you could have a nice big house.
So around December, we got the phone call that we are moving somewhere new. So of course we had to get here. So I think it was around the first weeks of June, we did a big road trip to get from Woodbridge to this small town in Oklahoma, which I'll tell you guys about in a second. So,
yeah, so our last day of school was June 6th, and then the 7th we started our road trip. And on the 7th we drove from like 20 minutes away from our house in Fredericksburg, Virginia to Nashville and
so
Tennessee.
Like 9.5
so that was
hours.
a lot of fun. It was a crazy long drive, but you know, we're not really bad when it comes to driving. So we just started strong the first day, and from there on out it was never that long.
Yeah, so once we got to Nashville the next morning, it was apparently the CMA Fest. Who knew? So
and they're having a
timing.
big hockey championship.
Yeah, so it was crazy, but
so
we were definitely there to be like in a heat of the moment, so that was really fun. And then from Nashville, we drove to Louisiana, like New Orleans. It's, you know, if you guys are wanting to ever go, I mean, it's not like that much to do for a whole week, but definitely something fun to do for a day.
It was fun for a day. I feel like a lot of things Olivia and I have noticed is that there's a lot of fun cities, but especially things like Nashville and New Orleans, I feel like those are more for adults, and people, you know, they go to fun restaurants that are more for adults and that sort of thing, so I don't think it was super kid-friendly. Coming from DC, there was so much to do sightseeing-wise, and then so many like fun places you can go into or museums you could see, things you could take pictures in front of. So New Orleans was definitely not like DC, what we're used to for sightseeing. It was more of just a town that people went to. So there wasn't like a lot of monuments to see.
Definitely like some fun murals and stuff.
Yeah, there's still stuff to do. It just wasn't our general sightseeing.
Just maybe go there for like a day or 2.
Yeah.
And then after New Orleans, we packed up and we went to Houston. We saw a baseball game there, hit up some more murals.
Yes, we did
super
like
fun.
so many murals, which is a lot of fun. And then we went to a baseball game, and we're big baseball people, so we try to see all the baseball parks as much as we can. So we went to the Houston Astros game, and that one is different because it's the Astrodome, which I think is also how they came up with AstroTurf, because the grass type is fake, so it's turf grass, and AstroTurf is from the Houston Astros. So it was an indoor field, and it was so interesting because it felt like we were like going to a concert.
Yeah, it was
like
funny,
we were in an arena watching baseball players, but it was so weird because we weren't outside and we didn't see the sun, and it wasn't windy or anything. It was very interesting.
But then we left that game early, and if you ever go to a baseball game, we never leave early. So
yeah.
we left in like the 5th inning. It was a very slow
game. And then we made like a 7-hour drive.
Yeah, it was a long drive, and we pulled up here at 1:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Maybe 1. Yeah.
We went to our hotel, which is called a TLF for military. Instead of having a hotel, you have an actual house, and it's
temporary lodging facility.
So that was a lot of fun. We went there, and we unpacked, and we finally made it to Altus, Oklahoma, our new town and destination.
So, a little bit of backstory about Altus. It's a very small town. Well, not very. It's a smaller town with 19,000 people.
Yeah, we saw smaller towns getting here.
And they're really, it's just a farming town, I guess you could say. And then they have this great Air Force base, which is where we're living now. So, super exciting about that. So, yeah, so we love it here. Super nice. So, then we stayed here for a little while, and then I actually went back to Virginia to finish up some baseball with my brother.
It was crazy. So we did our whole road trip to get here, and then we were going to have our truck come. Well, our truck came with our stuff a little bit later, so we had a crazy time. We kind of sat around for a couple days, just did some stuff, cleaned our house, got ready for all our stuff to come. Our stuff came, we unpacked it. We had all of our family friends come. My dad had a ceremony for his new job. We did that, and then we had like a day we had finished unpacking a lot of our stuff, just getting stuff out of the boxes to get the box out of our house.
Yeah, if you guys have ever moved.
Get our rooms ready, get our beds set up, and then second we had, like, we're actually in living conditions. We left our hotel, our house, we came here, and then Olivia and my mom and my brother were gone the next day.
Yeah, so we went to this baseball game, so we kind of insert some pictures like throughout the video. So we had a lot of fun. I think I watched 20 baseball games. They're like little league games, so they're like 2 hours. But we definitely did that. We had lots of fun stuff going back to like DC, but now we're officially here in Carroll. I was also very busy.
Yeah, so I stayed back with my dad for about, what was it, I think a month? Wait, it wasn't
3
a month.
weeks.
3 weeks.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was like 3 weeks minus today. So I stayed here, we went to some military ceremonies with him, I went to some dinners. It was very interesting. I was like my dad's +1 for all the things usually my mom would go to, I went to them. So I definitely had some fun experiences. I met some cool people. I sat next to a senator at a change of commands. That was kind of cool. But it was really different and it was fun though. So we hung out, just 2 of us. I made lots of dinner and learning how to cook more. I totally bake, but cooking I don't think is my thing. But I had fun just kind of being at home by myself a lot.
So now we're both together and we're like starting back with YouTube with like regular filming, so they're not like 6 videos in one day. So yeah, so we're super excited. Of course, as usual, if you guys want to see anything new for summer, back to school, like leave a comment down below, of course, like what you guys want to see.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys made it this far, well, wow, you must just really care about our lives. Thank you. Be sure to give this video a big thumbs up if you guys are having a good summer. If you guys liked hearing our life update, I mean, that was like a short, like 5 minutes of our 5-week life update. That's been crazy. Wow. So be sure to click the subscribe button down below. Also, if you guys want to watch yesterday's video here on Squared, you guys can click over there. It was a good one. And we post on Squared every single Thursday, so we have like 50+ videos. You guys can just go and binge watch us right now if you care to. And don't forget, the most important one is to subscribe to Squared by clicking over here.
Bye guys, and we'll see you guys next Thursday.